Come on. You better dip, son. You any rollers in the building? Go, mommy. Show them how it's done, mommy. There you go. Bye. That's shea butter right there. I know names. There you go, Shay. Come on, man.
So in this society, women have this thing called a hoe phase. What's the definition of a hoe phase, and like what's the age of it where you can get out of it?
Why is it a phase? Why is
Because
it?
that's what's popular right now. It's called I was in my hoe phase. It's basically a stage where they didn't seek relationships. They kind of just want to do what they do. Go out, have sex, have fun, party, drink.
So you're asking about like what is the timeline of this whole phase?
Yeah, well, what's the timeline? What's the oldest you could be as a woman in this stage?
Well, here's the thing. I think you can be a hoe forever. Like, I don't believe that it's just a phase. It's not just a phase. It can be forever. It can be forever.
Is that?
I would say that, I mean, if you're asking me, like, what do people typically think? I think people probably think, like, college years. But it can be forever. Why is there a time limit on, like, women taking, like, ownership of, like, whoever they want to fuck, however long they want to fuck?
Right.
You know what I mean?
But is that, I mean, I look at it like, is that a thing where if you wanted to get a man, can you still be in your whole phase? If you wanted to have a successful relationship? Do you think that'll also
Well, it
work?
depends on what kind of relationship you want to have with this man or person,
open
right? Like,
relationship.
if you want to have a committed, monogamous, whatever, like, then probably.
Women say, I'm a bad bitch, right? What does that mean when you're a bad bitch?
Yeah, it's like the opposite of what it is. You're like empowered. You're a boss. You're like you're doing your own thing. You're independent. You kind of have. I think of it as like you have your own shit going, and like you're not relying on anybody. You're confident. You kind of have all these qualities of like.
How many
being
women
empowered.
do you know are considered bad bitches? Not regular chicks, just real bad bitches.
I feel like I'm a bad bitch.
Okay, so that's one. So give me the rest of them. You think?
My
your
best
friends?
friend.
Okay.
I feel like that when I think of these people, they're just like really fucking confident, take no shit, not afraid to speak their mind.
Okay. So bad bitch doesn't necessarily mean you're physically bad.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
No?
I guess, yeah, it could be that too.
Okay.
Like if you see somebody pretty, you're like, damn, she's bad. Yeah.
It's a term that's called happy wife, happy life. What's the male version of that term? Or is there a male version of happy wife, happy life?
Happy husband? Happy wife?
Do you think that like society puts a lot on making sure that the woman is happy, but not putting enough on making sure the man is also equivalent?
It's complicated because yes, but also I think that men have for a long time overlooked how women feel, right? And that's why it became a thing, right? Like that's why it became important for women to have like this platform where they say like, hey, like our happiness is important because it's been overlooked for so long. But obviously everybody should be happy, right? Like it's not just a specific part of society, like everyone should be happy. It's just that over time there's been imbalances and sometimes like what we say sounds like we're trying to overcorrect. I think the goal is that everybody's happy, but sometimes we have to remember like, oh, we've been overlooking women for a long time, and I think that's why that kind of came up.
What hurts more? Physical abuse, meaning a punch to the face, or verbal abuse?
Both.
Which one would hurt more? Which one would be more like longer lasting?
I mean, it's just, it's hard to like quantify trauma like that, right? Like I think people, it depends on your upbringing, right? Like if you've been abused your whole life, you're gonna have that trauma forever, whether it was physical, emotional, and you can't compare your pain to other people. So it's hard to say like, oh, that hurts more to this person. Like everybody reacts differently. I think, you know, it's kind of like, would you rather have an atomic bomb or like the world collapsing? It's like, man, they both suck, and like you can't really quantify that pain. It's nobody wins. So
do you think men? What do you more likely to see? A man physically abusing a woman, or a woman verbally abusing a man? Which one would you more likely see in public?
in public in the U.S.,
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably an equal amount of both.
So
Yeah.
the same amount of women cussing a man out is the same amount of men punching a woman in public.
Oh, punching a woman. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
like
I
physically,
honestly like.
what would you see more? Which one is more like?
I mean, I feel like if I have to think back, I definitely feel like I've seen men. I don't think I've seen men physically abuse women in public in my time here, but I've seen definitely men speak to women in a way that's very disrespectful in public. And I feel like I've seen that more coming from men, but that could be because I pick up on it more.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Have you suffered from either?
Yeah, for
Both?
sure. Not physical abuse from a partner. No.
So give me your definition of the talking stage.
Talking stage is strictly getting to know you. That's strictly getting to know you. You can talk to whoever you may be talking to. I can talk to whoever I may be talking to, but I'm getting to know more about you, and I'm getting to the point of like, okay, now I want to be solid. This might be like a one-on-one.
Right.
That's
Okay.
definitely.
In your opinion, what's the best way to keep a girl happy in a relationship? They say men are simple, women ain't. But what is your opinion on keeping a woman happy?
Man, as much as you can, give her your time. You know what I'm saying? You give her your time, you give her your focus. You really show that you about her.
Yeah.
All the attention with other girls and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You don't need to do all that as long as you work on what you're doing and then you give her your time. I feel like that's really that.
Give me some qualities that you have that make you stand out as a man.
Oh man, my personality is A1. It don't get no better than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'ma always make a woman feel comfortable, safe, protected. You know what I'm saying? And I got a head on my shoulders, so you know that drive to actually want to do something better with your life. I feel like a lot of people get into something they don't find a purpose, and you know what I mean. I think I found mine even at a young age. So
Yeah, how old are you?
28.
Fire,
Yeah, you know
531.
what I
That's
mean?
dope.
So,
That's dope.
yeah.
So what's your purpose?
Personally, I think when it comes to entertainment, and I think actually making people happy, you know what I mean? Giving care, spreading that love that some people may not get. I always want to be able to give that. So that's why I like choose to do music, regular entertainment. You know what I mean? I like to be involved and spread a lot of positivity to people.
Yeah. What's if you could compare yourself to an artist, who would that be? Like in your style. Thousand
It's a
artists out
lot,
there.
man. It's a lot. It's a lot because this millennium has a lot of young artists. You know what I'm saying? So personally, I can sing. I'm not a Chris Brown on the singing, you know what I'm saying? But I can dance with it. You know what I mean? I got bars. I can do with the best of them. But the whole thing is the genuinity. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really give a comparison to no artist, man. I like to say I'm one-on-one. So feel me? People don't hear the music and be like, okay.
Why do you think a rapper like Drake is able to kind of lap a lot of rappers that's been out for a long time?
The versatility.
Okay.
The nigga can skate in multiple lanes. And I feel like when you can reach every crowd, there's no slowing you down because this crowd is kind of lacking. You got that one, that got that one, that got that one. And then when you just show genuine love and your personality kicks over everything else, man, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, when you really meet them in person, they weird. So I think that's a huge thing too. I definitely do. I think that's a huge thing.
Okay, so how'd you guys meet?
It's a crazy story. My first love was her cousin. That's her cousin best friend. So they stopped being best friends, but me and her cousin still stayed in touch. So I met her on live because her cousin was on live together. So that's how I met her. I flirted with her through live.
That's what's up. Okay. So who would you guys consider the masculine and the feminine in a relationship? Would you be more masculine? She would be feminine, or she'd be more masculine? You be feminine?
I mean,
Or y'all can switch the roles.
yeah.
Okay.
Depending on what it is, we know how to.
Right. Okay. So give me the definition of the talking stage. everybody that's dating go through a stage right before dating. It's a
I feel like our talking stage was Instagram. We used to DM me on Instagram. That was our talking stage, and we'll conversate every now and again.
right. Can you talk to multiple people during the talking stage?
I guess it depends on what y'all talk about. So if y'all had an understanding that, you know, y'all building up to a relationship, I feel like at a certain point, all the hoes and all that shit should be cut out. But if y'all just dating and, you know, just talking, and I mean, it's all about communication at the end of the day.
Right. Okay, so what are some red flags in a relationship?
Ooh, staying in contact with exes.
Communication. Can't communicate something going on.
What do you mean by communication? That's a broad topic.
Like
You mean communicating
let
as
me know what's
in-
going on,
okay.
like keep me updated.
And
If you can't do that, it's a red flag. Like,
Yeah.
what else are you doing? Like, why you can't communicate?
and every disagreement don't have to end in an argument.
Right,
Some
right,
people disagree,
right.
you know.
Have you guys had an argument yet?
Of course. We've been talking for 5 years.
Oh, fine. Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you guys go to bed angry at all? Have you ever done it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I don't like it, but I know she a Taurus. She's stubborn, so I have to deal with it. Let her sleep on it, wake up, and we gonna be good.
I like that you know her. Like, who's the one that's normally kind of kicking it off? It's like, all right, here you go again with your shit.
Yeah, I need to know what's going on. I'm the shit starter.
Right.
She more calm and
Okay, so for you, what's the best way to keep her happy in a relationship?
Best way to keep her happy, shit, keep her fed first. But nah, she easy to please though.
Okay.
She very grateful about everything. I ain't really got to do the most, but I still like to do the most for her.
Okay, what about you?
me. I'm small on little things. So if she tell me she likes something, or we see something, I'll go back and get it. Even if it's just like that's I know that's her favorite candy, and I'm happy to be in the store.
Right.
So I feel like she's grateful for the little things.
Okay, so have y'all ever dated any guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so how is it?
I have.
How is it from dating a guy into dating a woman? What's the difference?
With men, I feel like when you date a woman, you have to understand that you're dating a woman just like yourself. The attitude, you know, with a man just like, what up, you got attitude. With a woman, you gotta be more considerate because both of y'all have the same feelings. Both of y'all are women, and you just have to be more understanding.
Right.
Except, well, yeah, you have to be more understanding because with a man, men tough. They just be like, what up, you got attitude today? Whatever. You know, you don't really, if you get an attitude from a man every day, he says it. He says it. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. No man be having no attitude every day.
So what do you do if a guy is getting at her?
I ain't gonna stay. It depends. Like, if I know we can get him out of money, go ahead, babe, do you? You feel me? So there's never no pressure about nothing because we know.
We're best friends before anything. Like, if we fall out today tomorrow, this still gonna be my friend.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because that's how we started off.
Yeah. So do you ever feel like you have to prove yourself to her or prove your love to her at any given time in a relationship?
I wouldn't really say prove, but sometimes I feel like I have to, like, let's say shit, if I fuck up, I know I have to prove, you know, let her know, but she knows that I love her, but sometimes you just gotta go there, like I said, that extra mile, take that extra measure, let them know,
That
you know.
reassurance.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? Let's say you did fuck up a day or something, missed something or forgot something or did something wrong.
She like flowers. She like to eat.
What kind of flowers?
Any kind of flowers.
Oh,
All
like a day at the spa or something?
Yeah.
a
Or
massage.
out shopping. Anything.
Okay, what about you? If you mess up, how can you get her back on your good graces?
I'm going to buy some weed. Go buy an ounce.
She easy on her, that's it.
Yeah. Be like, back, I got some smoke. You know, the smoke.
That's right.